All right. Pew, 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 pew. Got a lot of pews in me. Hey, guys. So I have some custom orders that I have to do. Basically, I'm remaking our little friend Shank here in a few different styles for some people. And I thought, why not set it up and do a live stream of it? And again, let me know how my sound is and stuff, because I can't hear what I sound like. I should get this. Maybe if I put my headphones like that, it'll not rub on my jacket. All right. We don't need to start with green, we need to start with black. Look how much cat hair is on this black yarn. I gotta get that off. Maybe I should use some different yarn. Maybe I could just wipe it off. All right, that's pretty good. Let's pull from the inside just to be sure. So how's your guys' weekend been? I think I had this yarn out too long for Jimbo to attack and make his own. Shank the Goblin is so cute. Thank you very much. Oh, shoot. I think this fell a little bit. Oh, let's get a better angle here. Sorry, I haven't live streamed in so long that a lot of my process is a little goofier than it used to be. Ooh. How's that? Let's see. Should have got that figured out earlier. There we go. That's pretty good. All right. Susan's weekend was blessed. Did you sneeze a lot? I'm glad your weekend was blessed. Lauren's weekend was good. Sunday kind of creeped up on me. I kind of felt like yesterday was Sunday, and then now today was Sunday. And I was like, why already? Why is it already Sunday? Had kind of a lazy day with Jules. Crocheted a bunch. I have to make so many things. 5, 6. My post of Shank went over very well on Reddit over the weekend, and I made a lot of custom sales. So I thought that was pretty neat. That was good. Except me and Jules are going to Paris in a week, and so I have a lot of work to do before then. Now, so I mean, but that's good. Helps pay for the trip because it's expensive. It actually costs us more. We went to Orlando the other week to go to Disney World. My brother got a job there, so we thought it was going to be a relatively cheap trip because he got free tickets to Disney World. Well, it ended up being more expensive to go to Disney World than it does for us to go to Paris, which we kind of should have thought about more before we made our Paris trip plans. But it's okay. I've never been to Paris before, and I haven't been on a vacation in like a year, except for that Disney World trip, but that didn't really feel that much like a vacation. It was pretty stressful. So it's going to be nice to get away, definitely. Oh, Hey, absent inside. You found the YouTube channel too. That's awesome. And you started crocheting because of it. That's freaking cool, man. How's it been going so far? Did you just start? Oh, that's right. You just started this weekend. You were talking over Reddit. You did the chains, I think, right? Yeah, someone mentioned that I should start doing I should do an amigurumi 101 like crash course, and I will very much agree. So, I think once I get back, I'm going to write the script while I'm out there, and then when I get back I'll start working on that for my secondary channel, Club Crochet. This channel's going to be more about goblins and stuff for a while, I think. I've had a cough for since we went to Orlando. I got sick while we were out there, which made the trip not that fun also. And I've had this cough since we got back. It's been a bummer. Right now, by the way, I'm making the hood that we'll sew on afterwards. The hood is made separately. I'm working on an update to my Goblin pattern set to add stuff like helmets and hats and hoods like this. God, there's so much cat fuzz in there. Hello. I'm pulling from the inside and it's being difficult with me. Hopefully I didn't get knotted up as much as it did during that Let's Play crochet I did the other day. My yarn got so knotted up, it took me forever to undo it. It's the worst. Oh, thank you so much, Matthew. Also, you're a crocheting dude. I always appreciate us brocheters. We're few and far between. The Triceratops. That pattern is I'm so proud of that pattern, man. I did someone reached out and asked if I could do a version of that that's a hedgehog. And so I think I'm going to start working on that too soon. You want to see what the new pattern for Club Crochet is going to be? I have it right over here. It might look weird with the white background and stuff, but I'll show you. Just a second. Let me just finish this hood up. I like this music because it's just so chill. I think I'm also streaming on Twitch, but I don't know if anybody's over there or not. If you are, say hi. I can see the chat. I swears it. Doesn't seem like I get very many people watching on Twitch that often. Which is fine. So this is the pattern. Oops. This is the pattern for next month. I made a little astronaut. I don't know if you saw, but I made a planet Earth. Oh wait, here's another. I have another cool sneak peek for you. But this is the pattern that I made a planet Earth in last month, and so I thought, let's make something else space related. So I did an astronaut. That's going to be this month's pattern on Club Crochet. I still have to record it before I leave. Music is a little bit low. All right, I can cover that. Here we go. There we go. Oops, I keep bumping the camera. Check this out too. So I made this last month with the earth pattern. Look at this tiny little earth. I'm gonna post this on Earth Day, I think. Oh, it's kind of out of focus, but you can totally see like all the places. There's America and South America. If I flip it up around, you can see Africa. There's Russia and India and Australia down there. Isn't that cool? It's so tiny. It's so tiny. I'm very proud of that. I think it's one of the coolest things I've made in a long time. Let's put that aside. We're working on the body for our little goblin fella. Sorry, I keep bumping the headphones. Little Leah. Thank you very much. So cute. Matt, thank you. I'm very proud of that astronaut pattern. I need to, that's another thing I need to crochet tonight. Man, I've got so much work to do. I have to record that pattern. I think I'll record that pattern like tomorrow when I'm done with work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But crocheting is the good thing to do. At least I'm busy with that, you know. I'd rather be busy with crocheting than my other work. So that's the whole point. That's the whole reason I want to do this, is to crochet. These lights are very warm, so I probably will only finish one of these guys. The person that ordered this actually also, he ordered 2 goblins that are like Shank with the hood and everything. You can see him in the corner there. The hood's actually removable. And he also ordered a crossbow. And a crossbow that's going to be so big that it takes 2 goblins to use it. Apparently it's from his D&D game. And I thought that was so funny. I really I really dig it. Because I was like, he was like, can you make a crossbow? Like a big crossbow? And I was like, oh yeah, man, I can do that, I think. So I've been trying to think about different ways to do it. I'll probably work on that tonight while I'm watching something. I'll be up pretty late, probably till like 2 or 3. It's always easier for me to crochet at night because Jiminy, my cat, goes to bed with Jules. And no one can bug me. No cat can come and sit on my lap while I'm trying to crochet stuff and mess everything up. And it's like, I can't say no. It's a cute little cat. Like, what am I going to do? Oh, also, by the way, if, just so you know, me and Jules are going to do a Let's Play and crochet tomorrow. So if anybody wants to join and watch, I'll be crocheting She'll probably be knitting something. Probably like I think she's working on a poncho right now. And we'll be playing some video games while we do that. One of us will be playing video games and the other one will be crocheting. I'm very proud of the setup that I have for it. It took me a long time to figure out, so I finally got a live streaming setup for video games, so I'm pretty excited about it. But yeah, if anybody wants to join. I think we're going to start at like probably the same time as tonight, like 6:30-ish, maybe 7, and we'll only go for like a couple hours. I make it look so easy. Thanks, Absent. I've been doing it for a long time, and I think I've made like hundreds of these goblins, so it better be easy for me by now. Also, it's not that tough. Once you get going, I think after you crochet for a little bit, you'll start to realize that it's like, I mean, it's not super easy, but it's not like the most difficult thing in the world, you know? I think you'll get the hang of it faster than you think you will. All right, where's that black yarn? 1 second, I gotta mute myself because I got a cough. There we go. You gotta avoid blowing up your eardrums. Also, I think I gotta open that window because I am sweating. Ah. I've been trying to think about how to make videos of me crocheting to upload to YouTube more often. I used to do time lapses a while back, but I don't know. I always kind of felt like the time lapse format, you know, it just didn't seem like it worked very well for crocheting because I move around so much. So I've been doing some like editing work to make videos for it, but I don't know. I kind of wonder if that's not really a good video format. It's just kind of hard to I don't know. It's hard to wrap my head around. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Because I want to get back into, you know, doing all this a lot more, but it's just difficult to portray crocheting in a video format that's not tutorials, you know? I don't know. Oh, another thing I gotta work on this week is I think I'm gonna do like a big sale the week of Earth Day and make all the proceeds go to the World Wildlife Foundation. I don't know, I've been watching a lot of Earth documentaries like Planet Earth, and on Netflix they have a brand new documentary called Our Planet. It's probably going to be like one of the last ones that David Attenborough actually does the narration for. Anyhow, I really feel like, I don't know, I go through these phases where I think, man, I really wish I did something that benefited humanity a little bit more than crocheting. Sometimes, you know. Not that I think crocheting is really awesome. It's a very cool form of art. It's just, you know, I don't know. I just get these feelings every now and then. Okay, I need green again. Hey, listen. Probably should have ate before I started this. Why do I always do that? If anybody's here and watches my live streams normally, you'll know that, like, I always forget to eat before I do these live streams, and then I totally regret that. I think if I could take a pill that made it so I didn't have to eat, that would be the best. I just don't like to eat. I don't know. I don't enjoy it. I get bored of food very often. I don't like certain textures of foods. It's just like you always gotta do it. It's like, ugh. I don't know. I'll ask you guys. If you could take a pill to either not eat ever, you never had to. You could eat, but you don't have to eat. Or you don't have to sleep. Again, you could eat, but you don't have to, or could sleep, but you don't have to sleep. I don't know. What would you do? What would you rather do? It's like sometimes I enjoy eating. It's just a consistency thing. You just like gotta keep on doing it. I found this game yesterday. Someone posted on that post on Reddit that went really well. And they said, you'd really like this game called Styx. I think it's called Styx. Styx. And it's about a goblin assassin that goes around and steals stuff and kills people and stuff. It looks freaking awesome. And I've been thinking about getting a PlayStation for like a really, really long time. And I think that might have just been the, oops, oh great, perfect. That might have just been the thing that pushed me over the edge to decide to get it. Abstinent Inside says sleep. Get rid of sleep. No sleep. Leia says no sleep. Wow, everybody doesn't want to sleep. Crimson Fire says depends. Can I fly? How does flying depend? You're funny. Absent Inside says that Styx is amazing. That's awesome. That's good to know. Yeah, I think it's about time. I'm wondering, do you think I should wait till E3? Because it's only like a month away. Well, I guess it's 2 months away now. But like, what if Sony introduces like a new? I guess they're probably not going to introduce a new system then. And there's probably not going to be any discounts on a PlayStation or something until next Black Friday or whatever. And even then, I probably won't get it. So I should just bite the bullet and get one already. I forgot to make the tooth. Oh wait, I should have sewed the hood on first. Well, whatever. I'm already rocking and rolling anyhow. Yeah, someone said that there's more than one of the Styx games. Is that true? I saw that there was a co-op version. I couldn't find like that if there was really more than one, or if I was just incorrect. If I was led astray. What other PlayStation games should I get, by the way? I know Bloodborne. Everybody tells me I gotta get Bloodborne and play that and what's the other one? The other game like Bloodborne. I never played those ones. I always meant to. Also, I want to play The Last of Us again before the second one comes out. And I know there's a remastered version of that. That sounds dope. Spider-Man. I want to play Spider-Man too. And maybe Red Dead. Dark Souls. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I don't know if I want to play Red Dead though, because Red Dead, I don't really like those open world games very often. The reason I really like these making these goblins is because doing the only thing you really got to sew on, except for obviously I'm adding a hood for this, but usually the only thing you really got to sew on is the mouth here, and it makes it really easy. I hate sewing pieces together, which is why a lot of times I try to do patterns with the least amount of sewing together that I can. Obviously that's like not really feasible for a lot of characters and creatures that I want to make. But I figured out a pretty good way to do that for goblins. I need a new back for this. This is too loose. This is my girlfriend's band, by the way, Baird and Beluga. You guys should check them out. Stardew? Like Stardew Valley? Katie? Katie says Stardew. I played Stardew Valley a little bit, if that's what you're talking about, and I did enjoy it. It's just, I don't know, it felt like a surrogate for Animal Crossing, and it just made me really want to play Animal Crossing. And I don't think I can afford the time that I really want to spend on that game. You know what I mean? I get the same feeling with like World of Warcraft. It's not really the same kind of game at all, but World of Warcraft is just, I love that game, and I just get so addicted to it, and I play it way, 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 way too much. So I just had to give it up because I played it too much, and there wasn't like there's no end, which makes it difficult for me to stop. But I did watch the movie Warcraft the other day, Um, and I gotta say, I mean, it was lame. It was lame. Like the story was lame. There was way too many white dudes in it, but man, it looked cool. It looked super cool. Hi, Hamster Frog. How you doing, man? Anybody on? Let's see. Am I even still going on Twitch? Let's check that out. Let's check it out. Yeah. We got 2 whole viewers. Hello out there. If you're there, hi. All right. I probably should stop live streaming so late. That probably doesn't help with the whole viewership thing. Let's make a little tooth for this fella. Hamster Frog does not know what you should crochet. Well, have you made a goblin yet? I always vote goblins. They're quick, they're cute, they're easy. You can make an army of them and rule the world. You know, there's a lot of pros. Ah, you have to sew on the tooth too. I forgot about that. Okay, but you only got to sew on the mouth and the tooth. That's pretty minimal for a piece of amigurumi, you know? A bunch of Leia's friends have requested goblin keychains. Hell yeah. Keep a little goblin with you at all times, you know? It's always a good move. You gotta be prepared, you know? What if you get ambushed by a bunch of hooligans? Or adventurers. Oh, God forbid. And then you need to, you know, sick a goblin or 2 on them. Maybe an orc if you got one. Take care of their quests. Adventures and their quests. Hey, there we go. We got a little toothy boy here. Alright, now let's sew on the helmet. Or, not helmet. It's essentially a helmet. But a hood. Goblins in the purse, orc in the car. Great move, great move. That way you have one ready at, you know, all times. It's always a good move. You just got to be prepared. Okay. The problem with crocheting with such dark yarn is that it's hard to see where the stitches are. I got this new light box though that I'm obviously filming in that is so good for lighting. Like, look how white this background is. It's so bright. I very much like it. It was high time that I got a new one too, because my last one was like, I think I got the last one like 8 years ago or something. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta count here. Maybe 13. If I can get to 13, let's see. Okay, I cannot get to 13, but that's alright. I can get to 12. I mean the stitches, by the way. Ooh. Have you guys heard of Stitched yet, by the way? Have I told you about Stitched? Some of you guys might have. I might have told some of you. It is. So I was making like. I'm talking an insane amount of these guys. I think I have about like 100 of them. Maybe. I think I've made over 200, but I think I currently have over 100 of them. And. Hold on. This is the tough part right there. And Jules, my girlfriend, was like, Lou, come on, man. What are you going to do with all these dudes? Because I kept making them. I didn't even post about them for, like, the longest time. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do with them. And so one day, I was like, you know what? I should make a tabletop game that uses these guys as pieces. It literally took me, like, my creative muse came to me in the middle of the night. It took me about 30 minutes to come up with all the rules, which is insane because it's pretty, like, there's some pretty thorough rules in there. It's relatively simple to play. The idea is it's a tabletop game that you make from home. It's war that you craft. I obviously use all my crocheted pieces for my characters and pieces on my board, but you can make your pieces out of whatever you want. You can make them out of Play-Doh or origami, even little pieces of paper, just cut in the right size. I think it's 1.5 inch for small characters and 2.5 inches in diameter for the bigger characters. And the gameplay is basically like Warhammer, if you've ever played it, or kind of like, but like way simpler than that. Kind of like chess meets D&D. It's relatively simple. There only is some very subtle math involved, so kids can play it, definitely. But that being said, there is a lot of strategy that goes along in there. It takes you maybe a game to really get the logistics of the gameplay down, but it's probably one of the coolest things I've ever made with my crocheting. I'm very, very, very excited to come out with it. It's in playtesting right now. I think I'm going to come out with it in May. But if you want to try it out, you can. I have the playtest open for Patreon supporters of any amount, so you can even, support for like $1, and it really helps out the project, and also lets you playtest the game. And then later, when the game comes out, ooh, that was good. You feel that? You felt that, right? Oh yeah. When it comes out, there's still going to be a lot of things to playtest, so that's why I have like playtesters will be Patreon supporters, new characters and new items and stuff. All right, let's look at this chat here. Jamie Lynn says, "This goblin's so cute." Hey Maria, nice to see you again. Just got done with work, so that's nice. Candy Star says, "Could I make a video about how to stitch different kinds of faces, like how to stitch a tongue?" Absolutely. I'm working now on eyes, videos for how to do different kinds of eyes and then details in the eyes. So that'll probably be my first video of a series of faces videos. But I promise, absolutely, there will be videos on faces in the not so distant future. So just hold on tight and there will be something for you. I'm going to do a whole upgrade. I think I said this earlier in the stream, but I am going to do a whole upgrade to the... Man, this guy needs like a lint roller. I think I got one somewhere, so I'll do that afterwards. I'm going to do a whole series, a whole update on the Goblinoid pattern bundle, which includes, you know, goblins and orcs and trolls, ogres, hobgoblins. And in the update, there's going to be instructions for stuff like hats and helmets, weapons and items, and then just like upgraded versions of the PDFs, because the PDFs are kind of, you know, they just need a little bit of work. They're a little bland. So I made a new design for the PDFs that I'm working on for all of them. I made a new design for the Goblin one that I should probably just release on my Patreon page or something. But yeah, I'll include faces, and I'll try to include faces in that. I think what I'll do is like I'll slowly start releasing them. I'm gonna make it so if you can either be a Club Crochet member or a Patreon supporter, and either one. If you're a Patreon supporter, you get the patterns. If you're a Club Crochet member, you get the patterns, because Club Crochet members get a lot of different patterns. Patreon supporters will just get Goblin patterns. But my Patreon, my Louis Loops Patreon, is not really about how to crochet as much as it is like different projects that I'm working on right now. So right now, obviously, my Patreon is all about Stitched and these goblins and orcs and stuff. So it'll be those kind of patterns. I'll also include stuff like, I'm gonna try to do collaborations with other creators that make stuff like I want to do printable versions of your pieces for Stitched, so you could just like print out ones. I met a guy via Reddit. I actually met his wife via Reddit, but I found him on Instagram, and he does pearl bead art. So I thought designs for pearl bead characters would be really cool. I don't know, just because there's so many options. I have a friend that's a 3D printer, so I thought, you know, designs that you could 3D print from home and then use for the game would be super cool. I don't know, I just think this game is going to be really cool, and I'm very passionate about it, and I'm very excited to release it. I want to do whatever I can to make it as thorough and inviting for as many people as I can, whether you're a crocheter or not. I made a Lego Goblin the other day that I think is pretty cute. So, you know, because you could do like Lego characters if you wanted. You just got to be the right size. You're good to go. Yeah, so if you want to learn about it right now, check out my Patreon page. There's a link, I think, in the description below. I think it's the top link there. Just patreon.com/LouisLoops. Support for any amount of money, just $2, $1 a month, it doesn't matter. And you can get entered into the playtesting group, and you can see all the rules I have. And I have videos for like every action and thing you can do. It's very detailed. It took a long time to do it. I think it's really cool. I very much suggest it. If you become a Patreon supporter for a little bit more, like let's say like $5 a month, I'll crochet a Goblinoid based on your suggestions. So I made I think I do it here. Yeah, okay. So I made a questionnaire on my on Google Forms, and basically, if you like, I'll send you this questionnaire, and it has questions like, where's your Goblinoid's favorite place to vacation? What's his favorite color, or his or her favorite color, and favorite kind of music? Just a bunch of questions like that. And so you answer that, and then I'll make one based on your suggestions. And then you can adopt it if you want. If you're a Patreon supporter for a little bit more, I'll send it straight to you. You can adopt it at discount, which ends up being cheaper than just anything else in my store. You get a discount on pretty much everything in my Etsy store. So, I don't know. It's a cool option if anybody is interested. It helps keep the channel alive. Trickiest part, maybe, is either doing the bobble stitches for the nose or the bobble stitches for the arms and the legs, especially if you're a beginner and you want to do color changes here. Because see, I want to make them have I want to make them have sleeves and pants, like just some subtle color changes to convey sleeves and pants. And so you gotta know how to do the color changes in the perfect way. Luckily, I've done probably thousands of these by now, so I can probably do it with my eyes closed. But I think it is the trickiest part to these guys. Alright. Once you got it though. It just takes a little bit of time. Let's crochet around this black just to hide it in there. Let's do one more. Okay, so the last few things I need to add to this guy before I start closing them up are a Z. He wants a Z on the back of him, which is, that's pretty easy. And he wants, and I gotta do like a gray, like, see how you can kind of see him in the corner here? See how he's got this gray, like, I don't know, design around him? I need to do that. Okay, so let's start with the Z. You can use that extra white yarn that I had. How's the quality of video, by the way? Little swords? Oh, I got a lot of designs for swords, actually. By the way, Candy just said you should design little swords for them. Yeah, I've got designs for little swords, daggers, bows. The bow design is really cool. I wish I had one near me. Here's an axe. So yeah, I've got a lot of designs like that. Those are actually already available in the bundle, I think. The swords are. Maybe not the axe yet, but the swords are definitely in the bundle. We're going to do a really wide Z. Hope that's okay with him. Looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll bring this one in. Yeah, let's bring that in. Actually, I got one more try. Let's try like in the center of this stitch. Because I need to be like, it's like not that far, but not that far. Gotta do somewhere in between. The video quality looks like jumpy, Like it looks like it's at 2 frames a second or something. Okay, that's close enough. It's a Z. It looks like a Z to me. I hope he likes it. It's like a Zorro. Alright. Put that to the side. We can stuff them with it. Alright, last thing we need is some gray yarn. Hold on, gotta cough. Really? I don't think it's mirrored. Maybe it is. I don't know. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. Let me know if it's mirrored. I did mirror the video in like this thing, so it might be mirrored. But maybe this is mirrored though. Maybe like my face is mirrored because this is my right hand. Yep, that's mirrored for sure. Should have done that the other way around. Good to know for next time. Absent Inside says, what kind of yarn do I use? I use Lily Sugar and Cream yarn, pretty much mostly always Lily and Sugar and Cream yarn because they have a lot of different colors. I really like cotton for it. I just pretty much anything with 100% cotton. Kira Gaming says, is Shank a character I made up? Yes, he is. Oops, sorry. Yes, he is. I actually have a little description for him too. Here, I'll read it to you. Let me find it. I gotta open it up. But yeah, I do. Yeah, his description is, this is Shank. He's the deadliest goblin assassin west of Frothy Creek. His awesome removable hoodie makes him about as sneaky as he is fragile. I make little things like that for every single one of them. If you follow any of my social media, I'm on, let's see. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and I'm at Louis Loops on all of them. But if you follow any of those, you'll see I do little descriptions like that for every single one of them. So, and I've got a lot of these characters. Like, I think I'm like 40 or 50 strong now of those kind of description-y things. Yeah, I don't like acrylic. I would avoid using acrylic if I were you. You probably got like Red Heart maybe or something. But yeah, I don't really like using that kind of yarn. It just kind of it kind of has a fuzzy look to it. Also, I just don't really. It's just kind of cheapo. Lily Sugar Cream is nice too because it's not expensive. You don't need to buy, because you definitely don't need to buy really expensive yarn. You can get away with cheap yarn like Lily Sugar and Cream and it's totally fine. Uh-oh, did I sew that in? I totally did. God, I always do that. I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to cut it. Sometimes I sew the end in here, and what I have to do is there's a lot of different options. I could just undo my sewing, but I don't want to do that. So I have to undo the sewing anyhow. I'm a dumb. Stupid. So dumb it. Say the wrong thing. All right, let's get that. Yep. I cut it for no reason. Whoops. Yeah, and it keeps unraveling, right? Yeah. You know, I haven't been to Hobby Lobby ever. I should go check that out. I think there's one kind of close-ish to me. Paint box. Is that a type of yarn? Paint box? Or you're saying your favorite yarn place to get yarn is paint box? There we go. Here we are. Now let's tie these two together. This guy looks like such a ninja. Ninja Goblin. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. There's probably enough yarn to finish it up. If it's not, well, I'll figure something out. Barbie clothes. You make Barbie clothes with thread? That's crazy. That seems like a lot of work. Michael, use Michael's. Absent Inside. Michael's is, I think, my favorite. Or Joann's, if you have Joann's. I actually really like Joann's, too. Yeah, just go to Michael's. Or just order it on a, online. You can order the yarn from Michael's or Joann's for, like, pretty dang cheap and get it shipped to you. And it's like, they have a lot more color options and everything too online. Lily Sugar and Cream. I also think what I'm going to start doing is on Club Crochet. I already have some of these available, but on Club Crochet I'm going to start doing kits for all these Goblin guys. And that'll include stuffing, the yarn, different colors of yarn that you need, pipe cleaners, and the eyes that you need to use. Pretty much every single thing that you need to make this. And of course the patterns also. It'll have that too. Alright, before I stuff it with stuffing, let's stuff it with all this excess yarn. Be environmentally friendly. Stuff his insides with what he is on the outsides. That's a lot of extra yarn. I usually stuff them with a nickel too, so I probably will need to go get one of those out in the other room. And I just do a nickel or two just to keep them weighed down a little bit. What size of eyes do I use? I use size, I think they're 8mm. They might be 6mm, but I think they're 8mm. I actually just ordered like 1,000 eyes that are sizes 2mm, 3mm, and 4mm, because I want to start making these characters even smaller, because I want to see if I can make some that are the size of D&D minifigurines, because that could be really cool, just for fun, just see what I can do. Have I ever tried KnitPicks? Is that a website? I think I have. Is that for buying yarn? I think I've used KnitPicks before, but I don't remember. Your Instagram is short and salty. Oh, that's a cute little name. All right. I don't have a nickel. You know what? I'll be right back. I'm just going to get a nickel really quick, and then I'll finish this guy up. I'll be just a second. Be right back. All right, let's finish this guy up. Yeah, I like stuffing them with a nickel because it keeps the weight down a little bit. Hey, Hooker fam. Hey, Vanessa. Long time no see. You made Navi the size of the size of, what was it? A penny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more live streams. I'm going to take a break off, or a break for just a second when I go on vacation, but I'll definitely be doing a lot more live streams in general. I might start doing ones where like people submit their D&D characters and then I crochet them. That could be kind of fun. Oops. Like, I used to do Monster Mondays where people would draw a monster and then I'd crochet them. And I might do that again as well. I don't know. Just all kinds of live streams would be nice. There we go. Ba, ba, ba. All right. And there is our new ninja goblin, whose name I don't know, but he's essentially Shank, so I'm going to say that his name is Shank. There we go. That was a tough one. Cut the in there. Let's give him a look-see. Looks pretty good to me, I think. He's got this little Z on the back. Huh? Not bad. And his hood should be completely removable. It's even got his little ear holes. This yarn is a little bit more difficult to change, but there you go. He's got a little hoodie. Haha! Perfect. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday. Great time. Oh, happy birthday, Vanessa. I'll be doing more live streams like this tomorrow. If you want to come back tomorrow, starting around 6:30, I'll be live streaming with Jules. We'll be doing a Let's